You know what doesn't count as personalization anymore? Hey, first name in your headline, or swapping out two words based on the ad they clicked. Real personalization today is about behavior, context, and momentum. It's about knowing what your visitor needs right now and building a page that meets them there. In this video, I'm going to show you how smart brands go way beyond surface level tweaks and into CRO that actually converts. But here's the twist. One brand lost conversions using personalization until we figured out what to remove. I'll show you that in a sec. Hey, I'm Idris from Clickaloo. We help B2C and direct-to-consumer brands turn paid traffic into real revenue by building landing pages that adapt to the person on the other side of the screen. If you're still relying on dynamic headlines and hoping they feel personal, you're already behind. Let's fix that. One client was using basic personalization, headline swaps based on the ad keyword. Not bad, but conversions were flat. We laid in segmentation, behavioral logic, and modular blocks. The result? A 38% lift in just 21 days. Let me show you what changed. It's not 2011 anymore. Just inserting someone's name doesn't impress anyone. And honestly, most users don't even notice it. The real problem? It feels fake when everything else is generic. It misfires. Wrong name, wrong message. It doesn't adapt to behavior or funnel stage. Today, personalization means things like segment-aware copy, dynamic modules based on funnel stage, behavior triggered experiences, scroll depth, exit intent, time on site. Think of it less like a gimmick and more like a real-time strategy. Here's one of the worst personalization fails we've seen. A finance brand used first name tokens and nothing else. One user got a page that said, "Hey Mark," but it was pushing a product he already bought. That's not just bad UX, it's a trust killer. Let's start with the simplest but most powerful type, segmentation. Instead of a one-size-fits-all, build pages based on traffic source, so whether they're coming from Google Ads, email, organic, funnel stage, cold, warm, or hot, persona or industry, finance versus healthcare. An example is for a DTC pet brand, we ran 3 versions of the same landing page. New customers, we focus on education and reviews. Returning users, discount and urgency. Cart abandoners, personalized offer block plus a live chat prompt. That one change drove a 26% boost in revenue per session. And here's the real kicker. What made that difference was what we removed. We stripped out the generic benefits that didn't match the segment's mindset. Personalization isn't just about adding, it's about removing friction. Tactical moves. Use UTM parameters to swap blocks. Build in low-code tools. Track and tag segments in GA4 or your CDP. Now let's go deeper. Behavioral personalization. This isn't just who they are, it's what they're doing right now. Some examples: scroll depth, they only saw the hero section. Exit intent, mouse movement up. Inactivity, no movement for 15 plus seconds. Viewed pricing page, but didn't convert. Some tactical moves is to show a testimonial pop up after they scroll past 75% of the screen. Trigger a low commitment CTA when they're about to exit. Use hard jar or full story to find drop off points. Then insert dynamic support. An example is a B2B SaaS client saw 60% of users dropping off at the pricing comparison table. We added a scroll based trigger. Right before the table, we inserted talk to an advisor. That one tweak brought in 17% more qualified leads. Here's where things get fun. Modular design lets you swap in or out full blocks depending on who's visiting. The use cases: testimonials that match the visitor's segment, feature highlights based on industry, and urgency blocks shown only to warm traffic. You can use platforms like Mutiny and Personalize or any other personalization A/B testing tools, and you can trigger variations using your CRM or CDP tags. Always keep fallback content for anonymous traffic. An example is meal kit brand showed different benefit stacks based on source. Pinterest users saw family focused value. Google Ads users, on the other hand, got price driven benefits. Same layout, different persuasion angle. 28% lift in first time purchases. But most brands mess this up. They overcomplicate the tech and forget the message. Keep it simple, clear, be beats clever. Before you dive in, map it out. Here's the checklist we use with every client. 1 is to define 2 to 3 key segments. 2, identify what matters most to each segment. 3, choose the highest impact pages to personalize. 4, decide is it the copy, offer, CTA, or module. And last, map your triggers plus the logic ahead of time. Pro tip is to start small. Personalize just one module, track it, then expand. Let me show you what happens when you skip this and it nearly costs a client big. Here are 3 mistakes we see constantly. 1 is too many variations, which will overload your test. 2 is no fallback, which will lead to broken UX for unknowns. 3rd is personalizing the CTA but not the offer. That brand I mentioned, they use the dynamic CTA but left a generic offer. Result, bounce, city. Always ask yourself, does this change improve clarity, relevance, or trust? If not, skip it. Now that your landing pages adapt to who they are, let's make sure they adapt to what they do. Go watch my next video on full funnel CRO strategy because no single page ever wins the whole deal. And if you want help turning static pages into personalized revenue driving machines, that's what we do every day at Clickaloo. Book your free CRO strategy call at the link below. Let's make every click count for every user.